It is up to you to decide how much of the Holy Spirit you want to invest in. Now, and I need you to understand something. If you are here and you have never prayed in tongues for 10 hours, it sounds big, Abby. But you see, the potential that you have can sponsor that kind of manifestation. If you make a demand on that potential that I'm going to pray for 10 hours, and you begin to pray, you realize that you will hit the 10 hours and probably go beyond 10 hours. And if you come the next day and say you want to go for 10 hours, you realize that the potential that you have can sponsor that activity. The system is inexhaustible. That's how everything that is a resource from heaven, like salvation, is inexhaustible. Everything that is an investment from heaven is an inexhaustible material. So if you decide to program yourself for 10 hours and you are determined to achieve it, that potential can support that ambition. Now, what I'm trying to make you understand, which I need you to really understand, is that God, the day you were baptized in the Holy Spirit, you can actually determine how far, how much capacity you want to develop on the account of that investment. And it is up to you, not up to God. Because I was a Christian for many years and I never prayed for 10 hours. Then somebody now said, I prayed for 10 hours. Wow. So I went, I asked the person, how did you do it? Were you standing for 10 hours? I asked all the questions that will give me insight into how that was achieved. The person told me that he was lying on the bed and praying in tongues for 10 hours. So I went back home and I used my pillow. I spoke in tongues. So just trying to exercise myself, I've discovered that I've spoken in tongues for 5 hours. So I exceeded the 10 hours that day. And I said I wanted to continue the next day. So the next day I continued, prayed again. I exceeded 10 hours the second day. I said, okay, let me continue. Meanwhile, prior to this time, I had the potential to do that 10 hours, but I did not know. Because it's not up to God, it's inherent. It's up to who? You get it? That's the kind of investment. So if at the end of the day in life you become small, it is not because God made you small. It is because that was the extent to which you made a demand on the potential energy that you receive. You see, hey, are you still with me? So it is not God's fault that you are like this. It is your fault.